Alright, Shalom Akim. Before I start this video, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Alright, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and rule well. I'd also like to give a sincere salutations out there unto Akim and unto Zakim that are teaching this word in sincerity and in faith. I read to you, I say Shalom. I'd also like to give a sincere Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation Israel, you sincere Akim Aqua that watch our videos. Alright, the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh who the world ignorantly calls Yahweh or Jehovah, and his name means he exists, or he's the existing one, the Ancient of Days, okay, the power of Israel. The name of his only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus or Jesus Christos, whose real name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai, meaning he saves, he delivers. When you call upon your power, you must say Yahweh, Bahashim, in the name, Ba in Ha, the Sham name, Yahweh Shai, because the scriptures state in John 14 and 6 that Yahweh Shai is the way, the truth, and the life, that no man may come to the Father but through him. Okay? And today's lesson is going to be proving how Esau Edom can be saved, man, because I still see that it's still a stumbling block to this day to say that Edomites can make it into the kingdom of heaven. Which they're gonna be a part of the kingdom of heaven. Everyone's gonna be a part of the kingdom of heaven, but they're gonna go extinct afterwards. After they serve their 1,000 years, Yahweh Shai hates Edomites. He wants nothing to do with them. And he wants to get rid of them. Okay, so let's start first with who are the Edomites, okay? The Edomites would be the so-called Caucasian people, okay, who aren't really white, they're red. Okay, whether they've been sunburned or they're showing they blush because they're nervous, their emotions, or they've just woken up and they haven't even gone outside yet. They're either really bright red or they're pale red, but they're not white, they're red. Okay, this is the mark of Cain, okay, mark of leprosy, okay, it's a curse with Esau, Edom, and all his seed, his generations, okay. To be leprous is not normal, alright. Genesis 25 and 25, when the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau, okay. Who is Esau, Edom? They sell it for so much because this book proves who the Edomites are, and they're exactly who we say they are. Esau, Edom, Rome, the hidden identity of the hidden man of sin. Okay, who is Esau, Edom? Alright, who is Esau, Edom in the Bible? They're not gonna tell you who he is. They're not gonna tell you. Look, who are the Edomites today? Who are the modern day descendants of Edom? The Tonga disguise. See, look, they're not gonna tell you exactly who they are, man. Okay, but the modern day Edomites are these so-called white people, okay? Which I will prove later on through the scriptures, okay? But the reason why the Most High hates Esau Edom because he's Cain. Esau Edom is Cain in the regeneration, okay? He's the murderer who he murdered Abel, and Abel is Jake, okay? They go back. It always goes back to how the Most High chose Jacob over Esau, man, because he chose Abel's sacrifice over Cain, okay? And she bare again his brother, and she bare again. Hold on, I'm starting verse 1. Adam knew Eve, his wife. Adam knew, okay, like to go into, like he had relations with her, went into his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And she bare again his brother Abel. Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground, okay? You know, scripture said Esau even was a man of the field, okay? But Jacob was a plain man, a herdsman. Okay. Verse 3, and in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto Yahweh Shai. And Abel he also brought of his firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof, and Yahweh Shai had respect unto Abel and to his offering. But to Cain he had, and to his offering he had no respect, and Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. That means he was like angry. He was like sad, and like his spirit waxed weaker. Okay, he knew better. And Yahweh Shai said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? Why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, thou shalt thou not be accepted, and if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door. Okay, because sin are the wages of death. And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. And Yahweh said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of my brother's blood cried unto me from the ground. Okay. The spirits of the Most High plead with the Most High. And they they don't bargain with him. They just plead. They plead to him. They ask him to hasten the coming of Yahweh. And they ask him to hasten the coming of the kingdom, hasten judgment, deliverance. Okay. Yeah, he begged the Most High for justice. Okay. Now, how do we know that Jacob is the chosen seed? I think in Romans 9:11. For the children not being born yet. Sorry, slightly Romans 9:11. For the children being not born yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand, not of works, but him that calleth. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. Who came out first? Esau, pursuing in Genesis 25:25. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Okay? Grab some scriptures about how God only loves Israel. Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh shall thy power. Yahweh shall thy power have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Second Ezra 6:54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. All this because I have spoken before thee, O Yahweh Shai, because thou madest the world for our sake. As for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Okay. Psalms 105, verse 6. O ye seed of Abraham, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen. Right, and Jacob's name was a name later changed to Israel, and he had 12 sons, which became the 12 tribes of Israel. You know, each tribe descended from one of the sons of Jacob. Okay, the Yahweh Shai promised Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that they would start a seed of people. They would have a nation that was like unto any other. We'd be the former of all things. Okay, and we'd rule over all the other nations. Okay, all we had to do was hearken unto him and listen to him. But we fell. Okay, now why does Esau hate us? Okay, let's get into that. So I'm gonna start from verse 25 then. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. The elder shall serve the younger. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Yaquab and Yatazak. I believe that's how you say it. Yeah, Yatazakak. Yatazakak was 60 years old when she bore them, and the boys grew. And Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob saw pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. Waste away is he. Okay? Edom. Edom, my Idumean. Alright? Adam. And Jacob said, Sell me this day thy birthright. Esau said, Behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? Like, come on, bro. You sold away the kingdom of heaven to us for some food. Like, come on, bro. You never really wanted the birthright, and you saw no repentance in your heart because you're the seed of the wicked. Then then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. Right, Esau hated his birthright, okay? So he sold him his birthright, all right? And Jacob supplanted his blessing. I'm gonna start from 27, 23. Actually, I'm gonna start from the very beginning because you have to read this. And it came to pass when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim so that he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son and said unto him, My son. And he said unto him, Behold, here I am. And he said, Now I am old, I know not the day of my death. Now therefore I pray thee, thy weapons, thy quiver, and thy bow, and go out to the field, and take me some venison, and make me savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, and that my soul may bless thee before I die. I'm skipping down. This is Rebekah speaking to Jacob. Go now to the flock and fetch me from thence 2 good kids of the goats, and I will make them savory meat for thy father, such as he loveth. And thou shalt bring it to thy father, and that he may eat, and that he may bless thee before his death. Okay, so this is Jacob planning to supplant Esau and take his blessing. But this is all planned out through Yahweh Shem Shai because because Esau is Cain in the reincarnation, so he set it up so that that Esau's blessing would get supplanted by Jacob. He supplanted him. Okay, he tricked him. He stole it basically, but it was all set up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai because we were set up originally in the Garden of Eden. Okay, continuing on verse 11. And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, Behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. My father peradventure will fill me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me and not a blessing. His mother said unto him, Upon me be thy curse, my son, only obey my voice and go fetch me them. Okay? Wisdom is like unto a woman, not saying that this is in that situation, but she's giving him good wisdom right now. And so I'm skipping down to where he steals his blessing, he supplants him. And Jacob, okay, Jacob, oh, it doesn't really. Heel catcher, i.e., supplanter. Okay. He came unto his father and said, My father, he said, Here am I, who art thou my son? Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn. I have done according as thou badest me. Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat of my venison, that thy soul may bless me. Isaac said unto his son, How is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, Because Yahweh Shem Shai brought it to me. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Shai. And Isaac said unto Jacob, Come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. Jacob went near unto his father, and he felt him, and said, The voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. And he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy, as his brother Esau's hands. So he blessed him. He said, Thou art my very son Esau? And he said, I am. And he said, Bring it near to me, and I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it near to him, and he did eat, and he brought him wine, and he drank. And his father Isaac said unto him, Come near now, and kiss me, my son. He came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of his raiment, and blessed him, and said, See, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field, which Yahweh shall bless thee. Therefore the Most High give thee the dew of heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father that Esau his brother came in from hunting. He also had made savory meat and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, Let my father arise, and eat of his son's venison, that he may bless him. And Isaac trembled I'm gonna start from verse 33. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, where is he that hath taken venison and brought it me, and I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him? Yea, and he shall be blessed. We saw heard of the words of his father. He cried a great exceeding bitter cry, and said to his father, Bless me, even me also, my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety, Salakia, subtlety, in a sense of deceiving, fraud, craft, deceitful, false, feign, guile, treachery, deceit, treachery. This is Cain's judgment for killing Abel. He had that curse on him, man. Continuing on. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety and take away thy blessing. And he said, Is he not rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou now reserved a blessing for me? Continuing down to where he blessed him. And Isaac his father answered and said, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above. The Edomites currently have the best of everything right now. Okay, but it's not going to compare to our blessing. The so-called Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, Seminole Indians, Panamanians, Uruguayans, Chileans, Argentinians, and Mexicans. You all descend from the 12 tribes. Okay, continuing on. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And when Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him, and Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. Okay, and who do we know now? Police, just so-called regular white people, they be out here shooting black people like crazy. Okay, you know, lines up with the scripture. Zephaniah 11 and 5, or is it Zechariah? Zechariah 11:5, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, Blessed be Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Okay, this is talking about how we're still slaves. Okay, we still have birth certificates, social security numbers, all this stuff documented in the system. Okay, we're still slaves. That's why they want to give us the RFID microchip. Okay, because they're trying to brand us, make us products. Okay, that's why it's the mark of the beast. Because you take that, that's basically saying you're Esau Edom's property. You don't belong to the Most High no more. You've taken the beast in his mark, you worshipped his image. You basically chose him as God over you. Okay, so that lines up with the other scripture. I just now slay my brother Jacob. We see that happening all the time. We literally just seen that happen with George Floyd, even though whether it was set up or not. Okay, it still lines up with the scripture. Okay. And we see how by thy sword shalt thou live. Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse, okay, and the horse was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. The horse was red. Okay, that represents Esau, Edom. All right, because the Edomites are red. The first came out hairy, red all over. They called his name Esau. And all Edomites have done going around throughout history. Okay, they raped, robbed, pillaged, forced colonialization on you, forcing their beliefs on you, going around just trying to make everybody do everything that they should do. Okay, and this was also spoken of